Cheers, everybody. Welcome to another beer review. And in this beer review, we've got a badger. Yes, we've got a badger. We've got, this is a new one on me. It's a new one, so I've never seen it before, boys and girls, so it must be new. We have got a badger, and we've got a bottle of the Fropical Ferret IPA, super smashing great, clocking at 4.6% ABV. This is a play on the Thirsty Ferret. If you remember, the Thirsty Ferret is one of my I think it's my second ever beer review. Thirsty Ferret. Back in the day. All them years ago. I haven't had that since. This is after years of hard work in the brewery. It was high time for a Ferret getaway. So the gang went surfing USA, oh God. From the shores of the Pacific West to the sun-drenched beaches of California, gathering hops along the way. With pockets full, the gang caught one last wave before heading back to Dorset, it says. Got Amarillo and Centennial in, which is good of them to say. So let's crack it open. What do I think of Badger? I like Badger. I've always liked Badger. I've always got a soft spot for them because I've reviewed a lot of their beers. And you don't see as many of their beers about now, but back in before the craft beer movement, you know, you go into your supermarkets, the shelves were full of them. Badgers, tons of different beers. So, yeah, I've got a soft spot for them. Always have done. I do like that crown. I have to say, that crown, that is beautiful. I like that. Always reminds me of badgers. I tell you what with badgers, you don't want to mess with a badger. I mean, well, you don't want to try and run over a badger. Well, not try to run over a badger, but I remember the time when I was going along this country road and I was going quite fast, I admit, but I'll tell you what, this badger just jumped out in front of me and it went underneath the car and it made a racket and it's bumping underneath the car. I thought, God, I've killed a badger. Oh, I can't believe it, I've killed a badger. Oh, I felt really, really guilty. I fucking went along, I saw the badger lying in the middle of the road in my rearview mirror. Stopped the car, got out of the car. Now, I looked round the front of the car first. I should have checked on the badger, but I thought I'd look round the front of the car. Now, I saw the bloody bumper hanging off. I thought, fucking hell, what's this fucking badger done? Bumper hanging off. I looked underneath the car. The exhaust pipe was everywhere. It was kind of like hanging down there, bits there. I thought, God, not only have I killed this bloody badger, I've bloody ruined my car as well. So after looking at the car, I was pretty pissed off, to be honest. I went up. I thought, I better check. I'll have to see what this animal's like. So I went towards the fucking animal. He only got up, looked round at me, and fucked off into the bloody bushes. I mean, it's got like if he had an ounce of intelligence, he could have lifted his paw and stuck his finger up at me. I couldn't believe it. So don't mess with a badger, boys and girls. That's the moral. Oh, that smells. I'll tell you what. That smells all right. It's really fruity. Really fruity. Does it smell? You know, you're getting loads of tropical fruits, loads of sweetness. It smells like fruit salad sweets. It smells really good, actually. Does it smell synthetic? Yeah, most probably synthetic to hell, but who cares? It smells nice. It smells nice. That's what I'd say. Yeah, so don't muck around with a badger. It's not worth it. It really isn't. Apart from that, they're great creatures. I like badgers. I like anything like that. Badgers, foxes, love them all. Anyway, beer in a glass, as you can see. Coppery in colour. It's gone everywhere. Never mind. Got overexcited. Yeah, you're getting lots of tropical fruit salad feel. to it, definitely. I'm going to go in because I've shot me bolt with it. So cheers, everybody. And I'm going to make a toast to that badger. Cheers, mate, for fucking up me car. I'm sorry about the swearing, but when I get on a rant, sometimes I swear. So cheers. There's a lot of flavouring going on here. These badger beers, every badger beer, it's got a badger smell. It's every badger beer's got a badger smell. It's got like a smell to it. I don't know if badgers in real life have a smell to it, but it's got a smell. I'll go in again. You're getting a slight grassy feel on the back end. The fruit tropicalness does feel a little bit synthetic. I'll give it that. It does. It's you know, it's like someone's gone around with a little bit of a pipette and plopped it in. But you know, it's enjoyable though. It's like a guilty pleasure in a way, even though it's absolutely synthetic to hell. I'm finding this beer an enjoyable, refreshing pint. Believe it or not. The Amarillo and Centennial, you pick that up in the beer, but it's layered for me underneath a load of flavouring, tropical fruit flavouring going on. It's not a tell. I don't find this beer sickly synthetic. I might do after a couple of pints, but I think the traditional character of the beer has been hidden by all the flavouring. It's like fruit salads for me. Fruit salad sweets is the best description being dropped in a beer. So, boys and girls, a big question you may ask yourself if you're still here is, would I buy this one again? Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't buy it again, even though I do like badgers in all forms, even if they do run out in front of the car. No, I wouldn't. I do a lot. Badger have done a lot better than this. My favourite badger was the Hopping Hare. That was a really, really nice beer. I really like that. And the Blandford Fly weren't bad either. But you know, when you're doing flavoured beers, Blandford Fly is a flavoured beer, and a Poacher's Choice, if it's going Blandford Poacher, I call it now, is a flavoured beer. You're playing. You know, it's a fine line when you have flavoured variations of beer. When you're using flavourings and using hops, using malts, it's trying to find the right balance. You know, without it being too synthetic or artificial. And I think I don't know a brewery at the moment who can pull it off really well. I really can't. In the traditional sense, I'm talking about. So overall, what do I think of this beer? Try it for yourselves. It's a it's a pleasant enough diversion, but for me, you couldn't have too many of them. So, Fropical Ferret from Badger, give it a go. Tell me what you think. It's one of them. See you on my next one. Cheers.